Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's.
That's what they needed right there.
Force one here. Up to Chin, who throws it down. Minkler, good ball fake, gets to the 10, count it, and the foul. Two buzzer beaters to his credit, goes down the lane, double pump.
There it is.
Good! Another! And it's a steal by Soden to the rim. He's got the layup, and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives, Strand open, three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Big guys shoot twos.
Step back, Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline, Castic way, double pump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Trying to find Bono. Pike with the steal! Pike is going to run up the clock! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Nashua. Nick Anastas with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's a rematch of the championship affair back in March. Nashua North plays host to Pinkerton on opening night. Excitement in the air. Keep an eye on the statewide games tonight. As everybody, we're going to figure out exactly who's who here in the opening phases of this 2024-2025 campaign. Two of the more established programs on display tonight. Pinkerton, fresh after a championship win over the Titans, said goodbye to several seniors, including reigning player of the year Jackson Marshall, who was lost due to graduation. Pinkerton does return two starters. One of them, though, is out tonight. Point guard Parker Bienvenu Cernuda not expected to suit up, leaving the lone returning starter, senior co-captain Christian Brander, to shoulder the weight. Brander is 5'10" senior guard, known for his 11 made three-pointers against Portsmouth, a single-game state record last winter. Nashua North, they've been close the last few years under longtime head coach Steve Lane, reaching 3 straight semifinals, got into the championship round for the first time last year before falling by a final score of 90-76 against the Astros in that aforementioned championship game. But nonetheless, after 3 straight Final Fours in 2022, 23, and 24, they're looking to make that final push over the finish line, and they've got the pieces back in place to potentially do just that. They're led by All-State senior forward Robinson Rodriguez, who is listed at 6'6", one of the better players really on both ends, a premier rim protector defensively, and could be the top scoring option again this season. He's got a smile on his face as he brings the Titans to center court. Coming up, National Anthem, starting lineup, and then game time at the bottom of the hour. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Back here at Nashua North High School, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance, opening night statewide. And we've got ourselves a rematch of the Division I state championship game right off the bat, Pinkerton and Nashua North. Let's turn things over to the public address announcer for the starting lineups. Well, there it is, the national anthem here in the Gate City, getting set for opening night statewide here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Nick Anastas with you, my running mate tonight, Justin Gorham, not available. Had a family event to get to. He will be back next week. We'll be back next week as well with a doubleheader. More details to follow. Nashua North and Pinkerton squaring off a rematch of what was a 90-76 Astros victory in the Division I state championship game back in March. There is Steve Lane, set to tip off his 14th season as head coach with the Titans. And again, his squad considered on the short list of contenders. Number one in the middle, a big reason why. That's Robinson Rodriguez, 6'6", multi-year starter, was an all-state selection last year as a junior. He's going to win his team's opening tap, and we are underway There's Luke Peters down the lane, leaves his feet. The seniors, and one of 3 returning players from that team a year ago. Pinkerton opening up in man-to-man. They're going to force a turnover. Balancing act there on the sideline for Josh Sullivan. 6'2 sophomore, the youngest player on the floor for the Titans, admits guilt there. His older brother Nick came through the program a few years back. Meanwhile, another turnover. This one against Pinkerton. Playing tonight without their point guard. As we highlighted at the top of the broadcast, Parker Bienvenu Cernuda in street clothes for this one. So opening night jitters continue. This flies off the right fingertips of Ryan Bonilla, this 5'10 junior. Rolls his eyes. So 2 early turnovers for North. Both teams seeking their first shot. 30 seconds in. It's a step back 3, and it gets a friendly roll on the road. That's Wilson Youssef, the senior. We get Pinkerton on the board here, 3-0. Little mid-range fade, rolls off the lip of the rim. The rebound in traffic goes to Pinkerton's Ryan Bonilla. Astros facing what looks like here a man-to-man look with 1 minute gone. Off the dribble, the junior. Tough fade with the left hand. That's the co-captain, Brady Sullivan, excuse me. Rebound for Alex Landry of North. It leads to a quick shot the other way for Elise Roy Cortez, the 3rd returning starter from a year ago. The 5'9 senior is going to draw the game's first foul. Goes against Pinkerton's Christian Brander. And Rui Cortez tries to get his team on the board here. Not too much on that first attempt as it goes off the back iron. Good crowd here on hand. Pinkerton brought a few fans with them from Derry. The majority, as expected, wearing the white and blue for the home team. 1 for 2 trip there for Cortez. And it's a 3-1 ball game. Another man-to-man set here for the Titans. Sullivan, handoff, open look on the 3 for Connor Dempsey is too strong. Tapped out, rebounded by Sullivan. North looking to hurry. Pinkerton gets back. Now a chance perhaps to tie or take the lead for the first time. Rodriguez double teamed on the block. We'll try and rotate here. Skip pass, Cortez in the corner. Closed out by Sullivan. Gets away by changing direction and knocks down the mid-range jumper. Cortez able to shake the defense there. A little shoulder fake. 3 unanswered for North. We're tied at 3. 2 minutes in, first quarter. Here again is Sullivan. Pick and roll jumper won't go from 15. Another rebound for Jack Sullivan of Nashua North. There's Jack Sullivan playing for the Titans. Brady Sullivan in red for the Astros. This one is too strong. It flies out of the hands of Peters and is turned back over to the Astros. The pass sailed into the third row. Well, the nerves perhaps a little on display here. We saw a couple of catchable balls fly off the fingers. And here I think we're going to get a reach-in foul. We are against the Titans. So you get a look there as Sullivan got a piece of the jersey with that right hand. Meanwhile, Brady Sullivan for 3, too strong. Roy Cortez the rebound. Sullivan a step-through move and a right-hand finish. It's his first, too. Titans playing with pace. Scored 5 straight. They take their first lead, 5-3. Astros just 1 field goal here early. Slicing move, little scoop shot won't go for Bonilla. But he was hitting the act and will head to the line. Coach Mike Dunham, second year as the Astros head coach, roaming the sideline here early. Grew up as a Derry kid. Played for Pinkerton, got thrown into the head coaching gig kind of at the last minute last year. Replacing the departed predecessor Dave Chase, excuse me. Meanwhile, the game's first sub occurs. Steve Lane going to the bench early. As North comes with, they take Sullivan off. We get our first look at Adamze Mansare, 6'3" sophomore forward. 1 for 2 trip. Meanwhile, Mansare, a hard collision under the rim. Going to wave this off. It's a charge as Bonilla able to get into the position he needed to get into at the last moment. Get another look here. Great job, Bonilla, able to plant the feet. Mansare hit with the foul. Astros looking to reclaim the lead as we move toward the midway point first quarter. Titans staying with the man-to-man. Brander, high flash, Sullivan back to the basket. Brander catching face, good closeout. Backdoor pass, up fake, and then a foul on the release. It's Wilson Youssef ahead of the free throw line. He knocked down the game's first bucket with a three-pointer. Pinkerton is in search of a field goal since, but Youssef, chance to put his team back out in front. We see there the foul over the back. Youssef will get the free throw to roll, and we're tied at 5. Folks continuing to file into the gym here. Already basically full. 2 for 2. Youssef has scored 5 of Pinkerton's 6. Rodriguez looking for his first bucket, and it comes over the top of Bonilla. Able to rise high off the floor there, the All-State center. Gives the home team a 1-point lead again as we hit the midway point first quarter. Coach Lane on his feet. Got his left hand up in the air, trying to direct the defense. Pinkerton showing patience. Long step back three, no good for Dempsey. He's 0 for 2. Rodriguez the rebound. Up the floor it goes. Quick pull up. Alex Landry. Front iron miss. Sullivan reels it in for the first time for Pinkerton. Astros will slow down. Or will they? Attacking move by Youssef, but he misses the lefty layup. Tipped up and in with the right hand by Dempsey. Astros work the offensive glass, and back and forth we go. Pinkerton an 8-7 lead. Coach Dunham getting down in his defensive stance, trying to inspire that Astro unit. He does so. Youssef, a good contest. They rule it off the leg of Mansare. Fourth Titan giveaway. Some intense defense there from Pinkerton. Meanwhile, another substitution, Sebastian Loreno. 6'2" junior guard has come off the Nashua North bench. Brander, that is a deep three. Back iron miss, long rebound to Peters. He goes across the lane, and a good finish by Loreno. No, that rolls out. Spoke too soon. Pinkerton the other way. Runner there won't go for Dempsey. Another rebound, Rodriguez. And then it's Mansare. Good finish near the rim. Played it high off the window for his first field goal. 9-8 North. Backdoor and a finish. Bonilla, his first field goal. Good feed from Brander. May have been an alley-oop. First quarter starting to get a little rhythm both ways. 10-9 Pinkerton inside of 3 minutes. And now a chant of defense coming from the Astro bench. Roy Cortez hoists a three. Peters challenges for the rebound. Loose ball ends up with Brady Sullivan. And the Astro junior will bring it himself into the front court. Coach Dunham taps himself on the top of the head. Calling for what looks like a pick and roll. Youssef picked up off the switch. Sullivan flashes open, misses. Long outlet up ahead to Rodriguez, and look out. Now just one outlet pass later. Slam dunk at the rim for Rodriguez. A lethal transition on display there. Meanwhile, Youssef works in. Rodriguez challenges as a result. Shot ends up short. Rodriguez's third rebound. Long two, no good. Sullivan will take the long rebound. He's got a team-high 3 for Pinkerton. Meanwhile, Dempsey stripped under the rim. Good hustle. Roy Cortez flashes the hands there to prevent the layup. Meanwhile, we have a timeout on the floor. Coach Lane wants to hit the pause button here. Minute 29 to go, first quarter. And a 1-point lead on the board for the Titans. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the quality price and coverage. It's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. Finally, by the New Hampshire Tomahawks Showcase and Development for College Lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. Nick had asked this with you. Opening night statewide. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. A back and forth affair here. In the first 6+ minutes between Pinkerton and Nashua North. This one a rematch of the 2024 state championship game. Dempsey looking to bowl his way to the iron. That won't go. Mansere, the rebound for the Titans. Peters crossover and dump down. Lorano trying to gain possession in the corner, and it'll stay at this end with Nashua North. Coach Dunham, meanwhile, going to go to the Pinkerton bench for the first time. Malik Solomon, a 6-foot sophomore guard, is coming on. 6'4", excuse me. Long pass. Rodriguez taps it. Sullivan ends up on the floor. And ultimately it's corralled by Youssef for Pinkerton. We hit the 1-minute mark. First quarter. Solomon got the step, but can't get the finish. Peters on the glass, up ahead for Rodriguez, but Rodriguez and Lorano couldn't decide who that pass was intended for, and as a result, it goes out of bounds. Seen 5 first quarter turnovers here from North. And you see the full court press for the first time. Youssef going to clear it out, left-hand dribble into the front court. Shaded by the Titans defender, Josh Alvarez, who just came on. Meanwhile, in the corner, it's Solomon. Back for Brander. Challenge right-hander. Won't go. Quick rebound and outlet. Alvarez up the floor. This is Braden Lebrecht, who just came on. Three-pointer for Peters is good from the wing. The 5'9" senior with his first field goal. Largest lead either way on the board. Home team out in front, 14-10. Pinkerton perhaps pausing for the final shot here. 10 to go. Youssef, Sullivan, catch and fire 3, up and in from the wing. Barely got that off over the outstretched arm of Rodriguez. A half-court heave from Lebrecht. By Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Back here, second quarter. Courtside at Nashua North. Nick Anastas with you. The Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Pinkerton on the road here opening night in a rematch of the championship affair that they won over Nashua North back in March. Titans led by as many as 4 in that first quarter. And begin here with a foul on the defensive end. Going to hit Alvarez with his first. Just a two-man crew tonight. Kevin Simoneau and Steve Greenwood doing a good job in that first quarter in my estimation. Not a whole lot of whistles. Meanwhile, fadeaway three won't go. That's the freshman Josh Fenor, but that one tipped up and in. Not sure who they're going to credit that to. A couple of Astros in the paint there. Either way, it's going to put Pinkerton back in front by a point at 15-14, and that reignites the defense chant from the visiting sideline, and it works. A 6th giveaway here for the Titans. If they've had some problems with this Pinkerton man-to-man defense in this first half, Coach Dunham apparently pleased. Meanwhile, Coach Lane will respond with some more full-court pressure. Yusuf will give it over. It leads to a Brander three from the wing. Punch back out for Fenor, the freshman. Try and cross over. He goes down the lane. The runner, no, but a foul. Alvarez coming over on the help, hit with his second. Pretty good crossover there from the youngster as the freshman fearlessly went into the lane there. Earns his first trip to the stripe. Leave the free throw a bit short. Meanwhile, another sub for Coach Lane, who's been active with the rotation. Alex Landry, the senior guard, back on. Luke Peters returns, replacing Alvarez. So it's Peters, along with Landry, Rodriguez, Braden Lebrecht, who gets the rebound here. And Rui Cortez is the 5th Titan. Meanwhile, Rodriguez for three. Couple of buckets inside in that first quarter. Shows you what he can do outside. His 3rd field goal is a 3. Meanwhile, Yusuf trying to match from the corner for Pinkerton. Rebounds Sullivan, who turns to his left and gets it to go. 5 points, 4 rebounds for the co-captain. Meanwhile, a double dribble is going to be called against the Titans. Landry trying to deal with pressure there. Had 2 hands on the basketball. Game tied at 17. Minute and a half gone by second quarter. It's been a 2-possession affair at most throughout this first half as both teams have gone back and forth. Yusuf has been the leading scorer for Pinkerton. And this pass sails on him a bit. Peters jumped the passing lane and was the last to touch it before it lands out of bounds. The packed gym here tonight. Not seen a standing student section, but nonetheless the fans have been vocal. Nearly 2 minutes in second quarter. Pinkerton looking to retake the lead, and they'll do so with another gorgeous spin move from Brady Sullivan. Little underhand lefty finish. Roy Cortez gets a friendly home roll. Good step back. His second field goal. He has 5. We are again tied at 19. Sullivan trying to stay hot, goes at Rodriguez and flicks that one in. Just got it off and around. Sullivan has looked good in this first half. Meanwhile, Roy Cortez playing for contact. Does draw the whistle. See what they say here. Was it on the floor or in the act? And this will be inbounded on the baseline here for the home team. Both coaches have been active. In fact, neither have sat down since the opening tip. Both alert here at the end of the bench. Here's Peters trying to go back door, broken up. Good recovery by Lebrecht to keep it at this end. Rodriguez, up fake, took a shot across the face. And the contact occurs before the release. So foul again on the floor here against Pinkerton. It's the third team foul. 2 against the Titans. Astros come with a 6'5" junior off the bench, Adam Ajuz, checking in for the first time. Pinkerton bench has a lot of length. Meanwhile, got an offensive foul away from the ball on the inbound. It's turnover number 8 here against Nashua North. Only 1 for Pinkerton. Astros by 2, looking for their first 2-possession advantage of this first half. Drive and kick, ready to fire out of the corner is the freshman Fenor. No, but there's the rebound and put back by Ajuz. So that length starting to show up on the offensive glass for Pinkerton. They lead by 4 for the first time as Roy Cortez going to head back to the free throw line. Well, able to drive into a crowd there, drew the contact on the way up. They're going to hit Dempsey with the foul. Pinkerton Jr. didn't agree with the call. And that there was team foul number 3 against the Astros, so 3 each way. Correcting the record there. 3 minutes in, second quarter. Roy Cortez, one of 3 starters, back from that team that made a run at the title a year ago. And he's played well in this first half. He's 3 of 4 at the line after that 2-for-2 trip. And has a team high, or is tied with a team high 7 points with his classmate Rodriguez. Meanwhile, this will be the second Pinkerton turnover. Dempsey called for the carry at midcourt. Gives a questioning look to the sideline. Roy Cortez thought about it. Got Dempsey on him. Got to get the offense in motion here. Chance to tie or take the lead for the home team. Backdoor Rodriguez, 1 dribble, leaves his feet, no. Second try on the fade is blocked. Rodriguez still down. Pinkerton the other way. It was a Jews who got a piece. And this one was tipped. Will stay at this end. Backdoor feed by Yusuf. Knocked away by one of those Titan defenders. We get a look there. A good effort inside by Rodriguez, but the Jews able to, on the second effort, get perhaps both hands on that blocked shot. Meanwhile, it's the first field goal for Josh Fenor, the freshman. 2 points off the bench for Pinkerton. Astros again by 4. Rodriguez right to the 10, no. Rebound Landry, blocked again. Jules, a difference maker here. Couple of blocks and 3 rebounds off the bench in a short span. 3-pointer, that won't go. Solomon. And there's the defensive glass by the 5'9" senior Luke Peters finally. Shores up the defensive board. He drives into the lane here, keeps his pivot foot down. And now Roy Cortez off the fadeaway. Back iron miss, Ajuz again with the rebound. Been a fun first half. Back and forth first quarter. Pinkerton has looked good in this second quarter. That's a 3. Step back for Fenor, and the freshman is fired up. Largest lead either way on the board here. 28-21 Pinkerton. The defending champs looking good here on opening night in this first half as we close in on 3 minutes to go before the break. Titans need an answer. Coach Lane ready to come with a couple of subs. Peters, pick and roll, backdoor. Lebrecht couldn't catch it, and it's last touched by the Titans. Now the 6-foot senior in a crowd there. Good idea by Peters on that lob. Good defensive effort by Feiner makes the difference. See 9 turnovers, uncharacteristic for this Titan team in this first half. A little more token pressure. We've seen this from the Titans. Yusuf allowed passage into the front court with the right-hand dribble. Off the screen and roll. We've got an illegal pick, I believe. Yep, moving screen against the Jews. So the youngster didn't quite have the feet work set there. No argument from Coach Dunham. Inside of 3 minutes to play until halftime. Coming up at the break, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, plus an out-of-town scoreboard on opening night. Rui Cortez, good pull up there, the 12-footer. Up and in for his third field goal. He's this game's first half leading scorer with 9 points. Step back, Youssef. A little flat on that shot, rolls off the rim, and then it turned over in the backcourt. Rodriguez grabs the rebound, the outlet pass. And off the hands of his teammate. That's Tyson Hoang, who just came on. 5'9" sophomore getting some action here late in this first half. Dempsey, three-pointer. He missed his first two from deep, not that one. Astros with their largest lead as it continues to grow at 31-23. Roy Cortez trying to match from deep. That one tipped to a Jews. He's got another rebound. 5 already. Just a few minutes of action in this second quarter. Meanwhile, Youssef, little start, and then finish. Left hand finale at the rim looked pretty good. Dempsey in rhythm now. He's got 7 all in this second quarter. A Jews, another rebound off the side iron. Inside of 2 minutes. Dempsey, bounce pass, a Jews. Unselfish play leads to a layup. It's a 12-point game. 100 seconds to go first half. Coach Dunham continuing to try and inspire this man-to-man defense. Down in the defensive crouch again. Roy Cortez leaves his feet, and we got a blocking foul as a result. Dempsey, the defender, took the worst of the contact. Nonetheless, is hit with his second personal. That also puts Pinkerton up against the quarterly limit of 5 team fouls. So North is in the bonus. Roy Cortez, his third trip to the line. He's been aggressive in this first half. And after missing his initial offering at the stripe, he's hit now 4 in a row. More importantly, his club can crawl back within 10 if he can connect here, and he does. Final minute 20. Youssef has handled the ball well. Pinkerton playing without their starting point guard, Parker Bienvenu Cernuda. And Youssef has been able to shoulder the load pretty well. Only 3 first half turnovers for Pinkerton. Meanwhile, this kid has really caught fire in this second quarter. Another 3-pointer for Josh Fenor, the 6'1" freshman. Now has 7 points, all in this frame. Rodriguez looks for help, and there it is. Form of a left-hand layup from Roy Cortez. Been the stalwart offensively in this first half. He's in double figures. Final 35 seconds. Youssef, this club up by 11. Hands it over. He's trying to stay hot is the freshman Fenor. That won't go. Another rebound for a Jews. Keeps it at this end. 3 no, and then a whistle on the rebound, and a violation here of some kind against Pinkerton. It's a personal foul. It's a loose ball foul against the Jews. Well, the Jews 7 rebounds. That's unofficial. Going to get himself a well-deserved break here with 25 seconds. The foul is going to send Rodriguez to the free throw line for the first time. 7 points, 5 rebounds in this first half unofficially. Silky smooth release for the All-Stater. 10-point game again. Meanwhile, Coach Dunham, a quick word with Wilson Youssef on the sideline. Rodriguez, good-looking stroke, goes 2 for 2. Single digits again, 38-29, final 20 seconds. Get a look at Pinkerton's Elliott Ingram, a 6'5" senior, getting his first action here in the final seconds. We're down to 10 on the clock. Youssef, a lefty dribble. Ingram shuffled his feet on the catch and is called for a travel. So it appears as if the final shot is going to go to Nashua North. 8 seconds. Yui Cortez. It's for a ball screen. Fires a three. Line drive miss. Rebound ended up with Yusuf. And we head to halftime. Pinkerton, the defending champions, looking good on the road. Big second quarter. The Astros with a 9-point lead at 38-29. Coming up, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, out-of-town scoreboard on the way as well as we get caught up with what's going on statewide on opening night. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Halftime here in Nashua. With the defending champion, Pinkerton Astros, holding a 38-29 lead as we get set for the start of this third quarter. Nick Anastas with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance, a championship game rematch from back in March. Pinkerton graduated a lot, as we know, including reigning player of the year, Jackson Marshall, 6'9" force from a year ago, guided Pinkerton to the championship win. But post-Marshall life, at least through 16 minutes, pretty good to head coach Mike Dunham. His team able to force 9 turnovers unofficially in that first half. That defense really gave the Titans some pause at times throughout the first 2 quarters. And a balanced attack, not to mention a punch off the bench, propelling the offensive side. The freshman Josh Fenor with a team-high 10 points for Pinkerton. Did it off the bench. Wilson Yusuf thrust into the starting point guard role tonight in the absence of Parker Bienvenu Cernuda. Played well, 6 points in that first half. And how about the 6'5" junior Adam Ajuz? 4 points, 7 rebounds. Limited action. All that production coming in the second quarter. Brady Sullivan looked good as well. 9 points on 4 made field goals. He also had 4 rebounds. Nashua North paced by the starting point guard, senior Elise Roy Cortez. 13 points, a game high. Shot it well at the line, 5 of 6. And of course had help from his classmate, the All-Stater, Robinson Rodriguez. 9 points, 5 rebounds in that first half. Steve Lane's group has the basketball. And as the 14-year head coach begins, seated on the sideline, his team, after switching ends, look to get on the board here first in this third quarter. They trail by 9. First shot from the baseline won't go for Sullivan. Rebound is tipped out to Yusuf, and Pinkerton comes the other way. The Astros led by as many as a dozen late in that second quarter. 3-point mark, trying to eclipse that here. Won't go. 3 knocked out of bounds, and good contest by Ryan Bonilla is going to keep it at this end. Crafty move on his way out of bounds, able to slap it off the leg of Nashua North's Josh Sullivan. So Pinkerton with a second try on the way. Yusuf looking to attack off the dribble, draws a crowd, and draws a traveling violation. 5th turnover tonight for Pinkerton. Good converging defense may have forced that mistake. And the Titans now look to take advantage. Rodriguez guarded here by Brady Sullivan. Up top for Peters. 2 seniors trying to make it happen. Backdoor Rodriguez catches in a crowd, rises, and scores over the lip of the iron. Rodriguez in double figures now with 11. The All-State center trying to spearhead the comeback. His team within 7, minute gone by, third quarter. Well, we have an eye on other games in Division I tonight, opening night statewide. And we'll read you some scores as they come through here. Trinity a big lead over Bedford as Brander misfires on the 3. Rodriguez able to grab the long rebound. Pioneers with a 43-25 lead over the Bulldogs. That game is early in the third quarter. As we know, Trinity and Bedford, 2 perennial contenders. Meanwhile, beautiful finish here. Counted in the foul. As Roy Cortez continues to spearhead this offense. He has shouldered the load. And he's working now on a game-high 15 points, a chance for one more, able to break down Bonilla off the dribble and draw the foul from the Pinkerton junior. And he misses the free throw. Had hit 5 in a row prior to that miss. Meanwhile, down the floor, Yusuf. Astros show you what they can do in transition. Yusuf now with a steal. Gonna lead the break, go right side, Dempsey the layup. Back-to-back buckets on the break. Pinkerton by 9 again, 42-43. 2 minutes gone by, third quarter. Titans look for a steady hand, another blow by, spin move. Rodriguez showing you the handle. 17 a game high. The lead cut to 7. Yusuf, meanwhile, off the ball screen. Step back three, up and in. Oh, Yusuf, 5 points of his own in this third quarter. He's in double figures with a team high 11. The lead back to double figures at 45-35. Astros have played in front most of the night. Roy Cortez trading buckets. Able to hang a little bit there before the release. 19 for the senior. 8 the lead, push back to 10. Sullivan showing you what he can do with that left hand. That has been beautiful to watch. Banks in another bucket. And he's in double figures now with 11. Fadeaway up and in. It's the sophomore Josh Sullivan. Somewhat quiet in that first half, playing with it's like a brace on that right wrist. Gets his second field goal. His third quarter opening with both teams in a rhythm. Meanwhile, Dempsey stripped on the way up. Wanted a whistle, won't get it. And then a foul committed by his teammate Brady Sullivan at midcourt as he reaches in on Alex Landry. Just the first foul either way since halftime. Coach Lane goes to the bench. Coach Dunham will do the same. Landry, after the reaching foul, is pulled from the North lineup. We get another look at Adamaze Mansoure. Played well off the bench in that first half. And Pinkerton has come back with the 6'5 junior Adam Ajuz, who looked very good, especially on the glass in that first half. Peters steps into it too, rolls around the iron, and Ajuz has his game-high 8th rebound. And Peters can't believe that one rolled out. Meanwhile, Yusuf going to draw a foul. Counted off the glass. A tough finish there. Well, Yusuf really starting to string together a pretty good offensive performance. 7 of his 13 have come in this third quarter. As you can see there, inviting the contact and finishing despite a pretty good bump there offered up by the defender Peters, who commits his team's second foul. Free throw up and in. Yusuf pacing Pinkerton with 14. His club up 11. We at the midway point, third quarter. Peters off the dribble. Baseline pass gets away from him. Second turnover for Peters, who looks skyward. Titans going to press. We saw this throughout most of the first half. Dempsey able to find some space, and then a carry is called at midcourt. Well, again, Pinkerton playing tonight without a key member of their lineup, the senior point guard Parker Bienvenu Cernuda. Usually you can give him the ball, kind of get out of the way. It's been kind of a committee against this pressure from Pinkerton, or by Pinkerton. There's a steal at midcourt. Dempsey had it poked to him. Hooks up with Yusuf in the corner, who fires up a line drive miss. Offensive rebound. Dempsey, backdoor for Yusuf, who juggled the catch. Now Bonilla into the lane, gets a step. Well, Bonilla has been consistent. 6 points now, he's been steady. Junior trying to stem the bleeding here. Three-pointer won't go for Mansoure. Ajuz another rebound. It's poked out of his hand. And last touch by Rodriguez. We hit the 3-minute mark, third quarter. Astros led by 15 a moment ago. It's been the high water mark. Chance to match that here against a zone look. It's a 1-3-1. Bonilla in the corner is left open as a result. 3 won't go. Rodriguez tips it. The officials look at one another. It's going to be ruled a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Pinkerton, so the Astros will keep it here. Another sub. Josh Sullivan out for North. And Braden Lebrecht comes on. 6'1" senior. We saw him in the first half. Here's Yusuf. He's been the hot man in this third quarter. Inside of Jews. Whips a baseline pass around. Bonilla can't hit. Rodriguez a weak side rebound. His seventh long pass gets away. And over the head of Lebrecht, turned back over. A dozen giveaways tonight for the Titans. 2.5 to go, third quarter. Pinkerton a 17-1 regular season a year ago. Led by Player of the Year Jackson Marshall, who, by the way, is in the building tonight as a spectator. Hard to miss at 6'9". We're going to win this one on the road against a very good Nashua North team in a rematch of the championship game. There's Bonilla. He missed from the other corner a moment ago. He connects this time. 5 points in this third quarter. He's closing in on double figures with 9. Meanwhile, Peters is stripped in the lane, but a foul is called. Got to reach in against Bonilla. It was on the way up and in the act, so Peters will head to the free throw line. Get a look at that Bonilla three. Great arc. Been a balanced attack tonight. Yusuf has been the high man for Pinkerton with 14. Peters misses here. But Yusuf is one of 6 players to have scored for Pinkerton. Titans with 5 different scores, including Peters, who has 3 points. Came on a 3-point field goal in that first quarter. That's his first point since. 1 for 3 at the line. And it's back to 15, 55-40, final 2 minutes. Again, the 1-3-1 press. He's going to leave open the freshman Fenor, who drains another 3. His third from downtown. He had 10 off the bench in that first half. Meanwhile, Peters looking for a match from up top. Gets a soft roll. His second from deep. We trade buckets with 90 seconds to go. It's a 15-point game. Bonilla goes at Rodriguez, tried to curl the shot around, stays with it, throws it off the leg of Rodriguez, but there's Peters finally to possess it for North. He loses his balance. Trying to find a way to call a timeout, did he? Yes, he does. Heady play by the senior to avoid the turnover and preserve the possession. The timeout comes with $1:11 to go in this third quarter. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance gets you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. Finally by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. Nick, can I ask this with you? My friend and partner, Justin Gorman. Justin Gorham will be back on Tuesday. We've got a doubleheader coming your way next week. And we're excited to have Justin back in the fold. Pinkerton has looked good tonight after a back-and-forth first quarter. The Astros took the lead in the second and have grown that lead to as many as 17 a moment ago. It is slashed to 13 here. Rodriguez, tough finish. Gets it in the paint. Meanwhile, up the floor to the freshman Fenor, stripped by Rodriguez. Loose ball collected by Mansoure. Good defense by the Titans. Mansoure back to Rodriguez. Long pass along the sideline, kept alive by Peters. Down the lane goes Loreno, who had it poked away at the last moment by a Jews. Well, the Jews has been a difference maker off the bench. Not sure if that's a block shot or not. Oh, yeah, that's his third rejection of the game. Also has a game-high 9 rebounds. Final 30 seconds, third quarter, a little give and go. Lebrecht runs out of room on the layup attempt, does keep it alive. Hooks up with Peters. And now it's Loreno. Good crossover. Peters, step back three. Too strong. And we got a foul here on the way. 15 seconds to go. And it's against Pinkerton. I think it's against the Jews. That's the fourth Astro penalty, so they're up against the limit. 15 seconds. Lebrecht looks inside. Rodriguez, lefty finish. No, but a foul. That one took a trip around the interior of the cylinder. A bit of a funky spin there for the senior. Player of the Year candidate, All-State selection a year ago. Led his squad to the championship round with an 18-point performance over then defending champion Bedford in the semifinal. And has been steady here tonight as well. 13, now 14 points after that free throw is good. 7 rebounds unofficially as well. Meanwhile, the Jews, again, a good stint there off the bench for Pinkerton. He's going to return to the bench for the final 13 seconds here at least of this third quarter. Meanwhile, one more free throw for the right-hander Rodriguez. His club down a dozen, now 11. Stays perfect at the line, 4 of 4. Final 10 seconds. Astros by 11 with the ball. Youssef looks for a ball screen, had it stripped. Mansoure goes to the floor, trying to wrestle it free. Recovered by Bonilla as the clock sounds. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Pinkerton nursing a double-digit lead. Can the Astros get to the finish line on opening night, or do the Titans come from behind? We find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in the Gate City. Nashua North playing from behind, trailing at 58-47 against Pinkerton. Astros have played with the lead most of the night. First bucket, though, of this fourth quarter goes to the Titans. Alex Landry with a crash the O glass, the senior with his first 2. It's a 9-point game again. Pinkerton, a good play from the freshman tonight, Josh Fenor, but that step back a little too ambitious. It was off the back iron, out of play. And a chance now for the Titans to make it a 2-possession game again. They trailed by as many as 17 in that third quarter. They're behind at halftime by 11. Now trail by 9. Lob it inside. Rodriguez, double team, goes to his right, and it's the fadeaway. Good finish in the crowd. Had 9 at the break. Got 8 more since. 17, 7 rebounds for Rodriguez, the All-State center. Minute gone by, fourth quarter. More trouble for Pinkerton. Bonilla lost control. Up ahead. Layup attempt short there by Loreno. The other way comes Fenor. Astros led by Wilson Youssef tonight, a team-high 14 points. Fenor right behind him with 13 off the bench. What a balanced attack here for the Astros. There is Youssef with his third rebound. And another one on the offensive side for Pinkerton. So they've had several second chance opportunities. Well, Coach Dunham wanted a foul there. Backdoor, Bonilla, tough release. Does draw the foul. Tried to bank it over Landry, who's going to get hit with his third. And the first team foul of this fourth quarter. Bonilla, 5 of his 9 points came in that third quarter. We mentioned the balanced attack. Bonilla's free throw puts him in double figures, the third player to do so tonight for Pinkerton. Meanwhile, some good minutes there for Josiah Molina, a 6'1 senior. Set a pretty good ball screen there a moment ago. Going to come out of the lineup, however, as Brady Sullivan, another player in double figures tonight for Pinkerton with 11. Returns to the floor. So that's actually 4 players who've scored at least 10 tonight for Coach Dunham. For Nashua North, it's been Elise Roy Cortez. He's on fire at points in that first half, at a game-high 13. At the break, he's got 19 now after scoring 6 in that third quarter. He's not really touched the ball, though, through the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. It's Rodriguez instead. Goes hard to the cup there. He now ties Rui Cortez, his teammate, with 19. Three-pointer up and in. Bonilla. His big second half continues. Splashes down again from behind the three-point line. Meanwhile, Peters is going to draw a foul here. Pinkerton's lead back up to 10. It's 63-53. A moment ago, that tough finish from Rodriguez, able to do it over the shoulder. All-state selection last year as a junior. And then there's the answer from Bonilla. Three-pointer. Meanwhile, Peters sees this one go in and out. It's been a tough night at the line for the 5'9 seniors. Peters just 1 of 4. Trying to make it a single-digit game again. Free throw, good. (63-54). Pass tipped up in the air. We'll stay with Pinkerton. Bonilla sees a little bit of a crease, took advantage with the dribble, and draws a reach-in foul as a result. But Bonilla's looked to attack the rim tonight. He's also had success, as we mentioned, with the three-point ball. See there, took it right at Alex Landry, who commits the foul. Meanwhile, that one nearly turned over. One Sullivan keeps it away from the other and finishes with the left hand. It's Brady. 13 points, 9 of those in that first half. Helped set the tone for his team. With 3 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter, see a missed two-pointer here for Loreno. Yusuf the other way, his 4th rebound. Fakes the pass, fires a 3 instead. It's a side iron miss. And it lands out of bounds on the baseline. It's back over to North. More subs for Coach Lane. We'll take Loreno out and have a word with the youngster. Roy Cortez should be fresh. Going to take the roll in here. He's got 5 minutes to work with. His club down 11. Senior point guard with 19 tonight. Meanwhile, Landry gets inside of the defender Sullivan and draws a foul. See the junior co-captain Brady Sullivan a bit off balance there. Commits the team's 2nd foul. Coach Dunham going to go with a bigger lineup here, as he takes Brady Sullivan off the floor and replaces him with the 6'5" Adam Ajuz. Rodriguez, high arcing 3, able to flash himself open and then connect in front of his bench. Lost his balance as well. Trying to will his team back into this one. They're within 8. Yusuf hesitates, wraparound pass rejected. The Jews had it sent back by Sullivan. Peters' bounce pass gets away from Roy Cortez. Broken up by one of the Pinkerton defenders there. It'll stay with the Titans. As we come near the midway point, fourth quarter, you see there, great defensive effort by the sophomore Josh Sullivan. He will deny that one with the right hand. And then Roy Cortez may have been the last to touch it. He was. The officials get together and reverse the call. Good communication there by our two-man referee crew, Kevin Simino and Steve Greenwood. That was without the assistance of replay, of course. They got it right. Another turnover for the Titans. They had 9 in the first half. They've got a game total now of 13. The Juice thought about it. Back up top instead. Bonilla had it blocked. Rodriguez got a piece of that one. Also collected his 8th rebound. Inside of 4 minutes, Rodriguez travels on the catch. No argument from Coach Lane there as the senior knew he was guilty. Coach Lane going to call a timeout here, a full timeout, to talk it over. Just past the midway point, fourth quarter, the clock starting to become a factor. It's an 8-point game. Pinkerton has led most of the night. The high water mark was 17 in that third quarter. As the Titans, they led by as many as 4 in the first quarter, but have played catch-up really ever since. Both teams looking to start the season with a win. Both teams accustomed to winning. As we know, Pinkerton made a run at the final back in 2023, came up short in that championship game against Bedford, got their revenge last year by beating Nashua North in the final round. Only one loss during the regular season. Of course, the big story all year long was that of Jackson Marshall, senior last year, averaged a little over 37 a game. He's also one of the state's best baseball players as well. Decided to continue the baseball career at Southern New Hampshire. But a lot of questions after the 6'9" senior graduated in June. How would this squad under second-year head coach Mike Dunham look? Especially tonight. A little bit of a curveball at the last moment as well. Parker Bienvenu Cernuda out. All that, though, no problem. As the Pinkerton newcomers, so to speak, have looked more than up to the challenge tonight. 5 players in double figures. Can they get over the finish line here? Final 3:40. Up by 8, up by 10. Sullivan. Well, he's been good. The 6'3" junior. Now with 15 points. Meanwhile, this one wrestled away by Bonilla. Bonilla leading the 2-on-1, goes at Peters, who gets a piece. Ball loose under the rim, and a foul against Pinkerton coming. It'll be a reach in against Christian Brander. Coach Dunham does not like the call. We get another look there. First, the steal from Bonilla. And then a great block here. Look at the elevation by Peters, who slaps at it with the right hand. And then the reach-in foul at the tail end of the play goes against Brander. Meanwhile, there's a New Jersey number on Adamze Mansare, who just came on. Or just returned, I should say, to the Titan lineup. He's wearing number 41. His jersey number earlier was 23, so there may have been some kind of a reason there to change the number mid-game. Final 3 minutes, 10-point game. Astros going to turn it over. Peters with a good steal there, poked it loose from behind. Now the senior goes into the lane, had his shot partially blocked. Recovered in the corner by the Titans. They'll keep it here with Sullivan, but another whistle, and I think another Pinkerton foul. It is a reach. That is the 4th team foul against the Astros, so they're up against the limit. Meanwhile, a sub here. Coach Dunham takes the freshman off the floor, Fenor. He returns with Brady Sullivan, so I believe, yes, it is the starting 5 on the floor now for both teams. Here's a three-pointer. Too strong from Sullivan. Offensive rebound, Mansoure goes back up and in off the glass. Mansoure is actually the lone reserve either way, still on the floor. Meanwhile, this one turned over. Back-to-back giveaways by Pinkerton. 9 turnovers, 5 since halftime for the Astros. As that one seemingly avoidable as it goes off the fingertips of Dempsey. Keeps the door cracked open for North. 2:15 to go. It's an 8-point game. Titans going to be patient here with the diagnosis. They go back door. It's tipped and stolen. Somebody got a hand on that. It ends up with Yusuf. And then Yusuf is knocked to the ground and fouled. At midcourt, they're going to get Josh Sullivan with the reach. That brings us to just over 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Reminder, after the game, we will speak with the winning head coach. Live during the postgame. One of my favorite segments. We'll go inside the mind of the winner here immediately following the game. Plus, of course, full recap, game summary, highlights, stats, analysis, and an out-of-town scoreboard as well. 67-59. Titans commit their 5th foul, their 5th team foul, so Pinkerton in the bonus. After back-to-back reach-ins there, bang, bang. Going to put Ryan Bonilla to the free throw line, and the right-hander has no problem. He's now 4 for 4 tonight. He has been productive in a number of phases, including at the line. Big second half at 4 at the break. Three-pointer for Peters is short, kept alive by Mansoure, but he stepped on the line. Just to finish the point on Bonilla, 15 points. Couple of steals, couple of rebounds. Final minute 45, and there's another 2 for Bonilla, right on schedule. As the Pinkerton transition has looked good tonight against the press. Meanwhile, this kid now over the 20-point plateau with that runner. 21 for Roy Cortez, 10-point lead for Pinkerton. It's 71-61. So you see a pretty floater there. Well, Roy Cortez has done what he was expected to do. 21 points. 13 of those pacing his team before the half. And then Robinson Rodriguez, his classmate, has played well as well, with 22 of his own, a game high. But again, it's been the balance for Pinkerton. 5 players in double figures. And the lone returning starter from a year ago to see action tonight, Christian Brander, ironically, has not scored. He has not looked to score, really. And he has played a lot of minutes. He's played well defensively, but he has not scored. So that just shows you the depth of this Astro squad, which a couple of hours ago was really unknown amongst everybody. Just how good this team would respond. But the defending champs now 93 seconds away from potentially stealing the deal. Instead, they throw it away. That leads to a three-pointer for Sullivan. That won't go. Rebound for Dempsey. And now Dempsey is fouled at midcourt. As Landry reaches in. Clock stopped with 1:19 to go. And they get a chance here for the Astros to extend this 10-point lead. Well, Connor Dempsey, 7 points tonight. 7 rebounds. He's a 6-foot junior who got some minutes last year on that championship campaign as a sophomore. Going to miss the free throw here. Meanwhile, Rodriguez, after a brief rest, back for what is likely one final push for the Titans. And Coach Dunham going to match size for size here, 6'6" for 6'5", as he brings the Jews back onto the floor to match up with Rodriguez, presumably. Meanwhile, Dempsey trying to salvage a trip at the line. Cannot. Offensive rebound, Sullivan, and he was fouled on the way up. Well, Mansoure had the interior track there on that defensive rebound, but couldn't secure the basketball. Brady Sullivan, who's been a pest tonight, so to speak, able to hang around and then make a claim on that loose ball to draw the foul. Now he's a junior co-captain. It's his first trip tonight to the free throw line. He's got 19 points, which is a team high. 2-for-2 trip there, puts him at an even 20. Goes nicely with 5 rebounds unofficially. The lead a dozen again. Rodriguez fadeaway 15-footer is good. And a quick timeout comes from Coach Lane. We'll stop the clock again with a buck. For a minute 6 remaining. Pretty arc there on the fade to his right. Rodriguez. 24 points tonight. With 8 rebounds. They may have shortchanged him. But as of now, unofficially just shy of that double-double mark. Reminder, should Pinkerton hang on, we'll talk with Mike Dunham, the second-year head coach. And should the Titans come back, be happy to chat with Steve Lane. Pinkerton has played with the lead most of the night. Trailed early by as many as 4 in that opening quarter. Built up an 11-point lead at the break. Led by as many as 17 in the third quarter. Closest we've seen North come from, we get a foul here. Closest we've seen North since that high water mark has been 8. Down 10 here with a minute 4 to go. Both teams are in the bonus. Dempsey back to the line. He missed 2 a moment ago. That time gets the roll. By the way, we're busy next week. Doubleheader comes your way Tuesday. And we'll be back in business on Friday. The plan is to go see Londonderry at Exeter Tuesday. It may be subject to change, but it's the plan as of now. That should be a good one as well. Dempsey 2 for 2. Lead back to a dozen. Final minute. This one gets away from Rodriguez. That's been, unfortunately, the story of the night for Coach Lane. His squad with 17 turnovers. Only able to force 10 against Pinkerton. They'll commit a foul here against, I think that was Landry. That may be his 5th. So Landry is going to head to the sideline. Lebrecht back on. And again, Dempsey headed to the free throw line. He's handled the ball well tonight. Wilson Yusuf has done so. And the Titans threw a lot of pressure at them. Saw a 1-3-1 look for a couple of series, but primarily just full court man from the Titans. Pinkerton 4 turnovers in that first half. 6 cents, not bad, minus their starting point guard. 77-63. Dempsey has now hit 4 in a row. Well, Lebrecht is going to draw a foul under the rim and head to the line for Nashua North. Took a little bit of a bump there. Not sure who the foul was on. Chance for Lebrecht to get his name in the scorer's book. A little too strong on that free throw. He's a 6-foot senior. Some of the folks starting to head out. It's usually a raucous crowd here in this gym. Several students dressed in black over on the far side, but the team trying to play from behind can sometimes take the crowd out. Meanwhile, Yusuf, a little bit of a ball fake before he's smothered, and a jump ball is called. The Astros wanted a foul. Instead, it's a jump ball. Either way, the Astros have possession. See if the Titans want to continue to foul. Down 14, they do. And Sullivan is slapped up by Rodriguez. Well, as we know, they changed the free throw rules prior to the beginning of last season. Teams eligible for the bonus after 5 are committed in each period. That resets after each period. And it's double bonus at 7. Both teams right now are at 5. 1 for 2 there from Sullivan. Heard Coach Dunham say no foul. We're down to 30 seconds. Rodriguez for 3. Still working on a big night offensively. It's his 3rd from downtown. He's got a game-high 27. But it's not going to be enough for North. Pinkerton on the road here, opening night, reminding everyone just who the defending champions are. 78-66 is going to be the final. Pinkerton going to improve to 1-0. They'll take on Nashua South in Derry on Monday night. North will look for their first win on the road at Bedford, also on Monday night. Coming up, live interview with Pinkerton's head coach, Mike Dunham, joins us next, plus stats, highlights, analysis, and an out-of-town opening night scoreboard as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, back here in Nashua, got a final score of 78-66 as Pinkerton beats the Titans in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. This one a rematch of the 2024 Division I State Championship game that was won by Pinkerton. North looked pretty good in that first quarter, built up at one point a 4-point lead, led by Lee's Roy Cortez, who scored 13 of his 21 points before halftime. Pinkerton, though, led by a balanced attack, took the lead for good in that second quarter and led at the break by a score of 38-29. Had a big punch off the bench from a couple of kids, including the freshman Josh Fenor. We'll get to the recap in just a moment. First, Coach, congratulations.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcoming in second-year head coach for Pinkerton, Mike Dunham. And I was in the middle, Coach, of explaining just what kind of production you got off the bench tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, Josh Fenor ends up with 13 points, 10 of those in that first half. And then on the glass and defensively, Adam Is it a Jews?
Yeah, a Jews. Yep.
I had him for 9 rebounds and a couple of blocks.
Yeah.
So obviously those guys stepped up tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And just having confidence in them, going to them, especially Josh. I've been watching Josh since the 7th grade. He went to Hood Middle School in Derry, and I've been excited to get him. And he came out and really played well tonight and shot the ball with confidence. And I think all our guards did. And again, we're really guard heavy. I thought Brady Sullivan did a phenomenal job. They were face guarding Christian Brander all night, and I know Christian's going to deal with that all year, which is fine. And you know what, he took it in stride and really played great defense. And that's where it starts, is our defensive intensity. I thought Connor Dempsey and Ryan Bonilla did a really good job with that, especially covering Alizé, such a good point guard, and then dealing with Robinson down low was obviously troubling for me coming in. But I thought our guys did a great job. They competed every second, and that's what it was all about.
You must be happy, right? I mean, you give up 27 to Rodriguez, and your club still wins by 12 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is that a reflection of, Coach?
Honestly, it's just these guys competing. They've been working really hard in practice this year, and that's on the defensive end. We're not big, but we're scrappy. And that's what we're really going to hang our hat on, is that defensive end. Stopping Rodriguez is going to be a chore for everyone this year, I think. But again, I just think our guards played really, really well and controlled pace, controlled tempo. And again, Wilson Yusuf was really, really good tonight.
Now, are Sullivan and Yusuf, are they lefties? Or are they just that good with the left hand?
I think they're just that good with the left hand. Sully is like kind of ambidextrous,
Yeah.
so he goes up he shoots with his right, but finishes good with his left. So he's gotten so much better since last year, and he's gotten a little bigger too, a little stockier.
Yeah.
So he's really coming along, which I'm excited about.
Coach, your club forced 17 turnovers tonight as well, which I thought really set the tone early.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a thing, as reported in the media, that you were looking to really harness, right, the defensive identity of this team. I'd imagine so far so good.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. I mean, just getting in the passing lanes, I think, is so important in New Hampshire basketball. Again, my brother Mark Dunham coaches down at Central Catholic, and that's all he preaches. Yeah. Get in the passing lanes, and really make it hard for other teams. There's nothing more annoying than when you're as a point guard and you can't get it to a wing or something. You know what I mean? So just really trying to pick up the defense, the intensity. And you know what? We're really deep too this year. We have a lot of sophomore talent, and again, the freshman's really good. But we have a lot deeper bench than we did last year.
Yeah. Finally, Coach, a new addition to your coaching staff, Chris Lutz.
Yeah.
Who is an old friend of mine, by the way.
Oh, really?
And a teammate back at his Bedford days.
Okay.
What does he mean to this squad? Obviously very accomplished as a high school player and a collegiate.
Yeah, so I've been super close with Chris since I was in the 6th grade. So he always came to Tony Carner Valley basketball camp at Pinkerton. He lived in Derry for a while, came to middle school with me. We played AAU together our whole life. One of my best friends. And honestly, just the knowledge that he brings to these kids is second to none. I was super excited about him when he decided he wanted to come over and help out this year. And I can't say enough about him. He's such a great guy, and he's really good for the kids.
The only thing I don't like is you took him away from my alma mater.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Coach, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Great job tonight.
Thank you for everything you do.
Appreciate
We'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
It's Coach Mike Dunham getting it done. His squad with a 78-66 victory. And again, 5 players in double figures, led by a team-high 19 from the junior co-captain, Brady Sullivan. Congratulations to Trinity. They earned an opening night victory tonight as well, knocking off the Bedford Bulldogs. Although Bedford, after trailing big, did make it a game, 73-66, the final score there. Alvern, meanwhile, trying to hang on for a win on the road at Memorial. Big lead for the Broncos, 49-33, with just 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter there. And Portsmouth, no problem so far with Manchester Central, 44-16 is the score there at halftime. Want to thank Lisa Gingras and her crew here in Nashua. Great job as always. Our friends at ETV, good to see them. And of course our sponsors tonight, Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, and the New Hampshire Tomahawks. For our 2-man crew behind the lens tonight, Matt Beals and John Barron. And, of course, the man behind the curtain, our director, Ben Beals. I'm Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time. Pinkerton 78, Nashua North 66. It's been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.